bombers, and it helps because I work at the one in Schenectady, so I talk to people sometimes if they're getting a birthday margarita, or like the other night, a married couple came in. I asked them if I could take a picture of them. They almost always say yes, because everybody likes to be photographed, and put it on the blog, and they look for it, and they find it, and I think that makes them feel good, that they, I think also, like, when we update, like, the employees get involved, and, like, they put things on there about them, put something on about things that are going on with the employees, and I think the customers like that they kind of know the staff there.
How does that aid the business, do you think?
I think certainly, if people are checking the blog for pictures themselves, it's one, obviously they're looking at the blog and they're going to see other things that are going on, like updates, events that are happening at Bombers are on there. So that's one way, but.
And I think it gives Bombers a little bit of a credibility, like, on the internet, and it's fun. I think the fact that the blog is so entertaining that it sort of suggests that the restaurant itself is entertaining. It's kind of like a whole I'm trying to sort of build a whole package of brand, and the blog is sort of part of that brand.
And we try to make it look like it's fun, so people, if they come across it, it's like people are having a good time. And
yes, sir.
I have a question for both of you. What is the inspiration that keeps you to keep writing your blogs? Like, what leads you, what inspires you?
I feel like she asked that question earlier. I think it's just, I don't know why I do it, to be honest with you. I do it because I know that people enjoy it, and I feel like I'm providing an entertainment to some people. It also selfishly makes me feel good to know that people are reading stuff that I write. It's a creative outlet for me. I kind of feel like I do feel like it provides a platform of exposure for the restaurants, which, helps.
So when Mike came to you and asked to start the blog, why didn't you reject it without having any blog?
I actually didn't even quite understand what it was. I remember that I had accepted it, and then like a week or two had gone by, and he's like, when are you going to start the blog? And I was like, oh my God, all right. And I remember I had gone home, and it was a really rough night of work. We just opened up Schenectady, and I wrote a post about how bad it was and how poorly we were prepared for it when I came in. And I remember using the blog as just a tool to vent, for how frustrated I was. And I honestly, besides going to Steve Barnes's blog, I hadn't really been familiar with a lot of the blogs around the Times Union. But just to sort of see the amount of people that read it the first time that I had written something was like, holy shit, I can't believe all these people are reading it. And it just sort of snowballed from there.
From reading your blog, it seems like you get to do some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
How do you think that's changed you as a person? Have you become more outgoing because of your blog, maybe?
I think the blog has made me considerably less outgoing.
Less outgoing?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's sort of, I feel like from owning the bars around here, a lot of people are familiar with the bars, not specifically me. But since that's gone up and my face is there and my name's there and it says like owner of Bombers and Wolves, which had never really been anywhere before, it sort of put like my face onto the, attached onto those restaurants. So like last night I was at Delmonico's having dinner at the bar, and the girl came up and she's like, are you Matt from the blog? I was like, yeah. She knew like all this stuff about me. It was crazy, and it sort of makes me feel like, and that happens all the time, like now when I go grocery shopping or something, someone will read the blog and they'll come up to me, or someone will recognize me from something, and it makes me, and I don't really love that attention, which is sort of ironic that I write this blog. But the new blog doesn't have my face on it, it really has like my face that's like crossed out. It's a little less like out there personally.
Are you looking to expand?
Expand.
Like, are you going to have another Bombers or another?
I don't know now. I feel content with where the businesses are right now, and I kind of like to relax. But I'm sort of looking to franchise. And if somebody wanted to franchise, I would entertain that.
So do you have a relationship?
Is a relationship like a personal relationship?
Like, do you have a girlfriend?
I have a boyfriend in the city. His name's Mark.
Okay, so do a lot of like guys or hit on you and try to get you
yeah, I'd say a lot. I would say so. Mainly from the bars, more so than the blog. But usually when you're around and people are drinking, you know how it goes.
Do you think since you start blogging, like, people start knowing your face and they think they know you on a personal level?
Yeah, of course. I was just showing, I mean, granted I write, it's sort of a catch-22 because I write a lot of stuff about myself. Like I feel like I'm pretty open about everything in my life. And I've written, I don't even know what I haven't touched on in the blog that is like a secret of mine. I feel like I've sort of put everything out there. But outside of that, people think that they have preconceived notions of what I'm like as a person, like that I'm, like I have a sense of entitlement or something, and I receive a lot of sort of negative comments, whether it be like homophobic or you know, a lot of comments about the restaurants. You know, they would have gone there and had something that was negative once, you know, like written me a new one, you know, because something so minor happened. Yeah.
Do you feel like you'll ever work with like a newspaper again? Like
Pardon?
do you ever feel like you'll work with another newspaper again? Whether it's the time you
possibly, I would like to continue working with the Times Union. It wasn't really. It's not that I wanted to leave the paper per se. I just wanted to do this on my own. But if I were to write, like if for some reason that blog would ever be like syndicated or something, I would definitely work with newspapers. Yes.
Are you selling ads on the new site?
There are ads up there, but the ads that are currently on the site are friends of mine that have businesses, and I just wanted to look more legitimate, so I'm not charging yet, so I told them they can put it up for 3 months, and then if 3 months from now, if people are wanting to put their ad up, then I'll entertain that.